now rather than later or earlier. I don't know why I didn't do it earlier. I can't exactly remember. Mic came unplugged there, I dropped it. Well, it actually slid off the bed, but I cannot remember which ones I've stated and which ones I have. So I know there's a few here, so I'm just gonna actually get into them. I'm gonna start off by saying their date, and it goes the day, or the month, the day, and the year. That's how I do it. Month, day, year. Okay, don't forget that. So I was gonna take a drink first before I started. I could go get alcohol if I wanted to. That'd probably make this a lot easier for me. But I feel like if there's alcohol involved, then it's not as real as I want it to be, because it's not. It's me hiding behind something in order to get something out. But I mean, like, a lot of rappers get drunk and while they're making music videos, like Mercules, he drinks like bottles while he's fucking. Well, it looks like he's drinking like a whole bottle to himself while he's rapping. So I mean, like, people do it. I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing it. That's just me, that's not him, that's me. I would take that entire bottle of oil though. Okay, so the first one, 06/25/2017. Remember, that's month, day, year. Now I can't remember which ones I've done, so I'm gonna do all of them, all the ones I have, and I'll mark them off at the end which one I did in my book, so I know where to start next time. Okay, the government has a system so tight the cops are legally allowed to call us subjects rather than people to make it easier to shoot even the sub-rejects. Then blame us because the most elects. Our election is no different than a stuffed pig. Why do you think an oil plant is called a rig? Racist is a strange word to use because we are somehow no longer part of the same human race. Why does the majority let these fools set the pace? Everything they give us is poisonous. So is fighting back really that treasonous? That's a poor reason to us. I don't like to talk shit, but I do like to write my spit. That way you'll never forget what my words hit. Do you really want my ride to be full of fluoride? Do you really want your ride to be full of fluoride, aka nuclear waste? Like I said, everything they give us is laced. People like me will always be chased until we stand up and face the tyrants, because once we defeat the tyrants, the main fight ends. I think I missed something. I didn't. I'm just crazy. Okay. I thought I missed like the first one, but that was the first one. So I thought maybe a name for this. Did I say there might be a name for this one? No. I'll put a question mark next to words to see if that would be like a good name for it. This one I called it, it might be named Psycho. I guess we could just call it Psycho. It was 06/26/2017. I want a 12 gauge shotty so I can put a hole in each pig's body. I want to shoot so many until it'll feel like we won the lottery. Destroy these tyrants like smashing some pottery. Just because you're a cake face doesn't make you hotter than me. Grab some C4 so you can see for yourself that we aren't the terrorists. Who do you think really causes that tear on your wrist? All we've done is ball a fist. Fuck. When we should be making a government hit list. If the government was so fundamental, then why is it that they make us so dumbed out mental? Like this body is just a rental. Who cares if they claim treason as the reason for setting up their own killing season? Whose fault is it for being so mean, son? Yeah, whose fault is it for being so mean, son? You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck terrorists. Okay, this is 06/28/2017. No name. Literally no name, like, there's no name for it. I'll actually just state a name and a question mark if there actually is a name. If there isn't a name, I won't say anything, just to make it easier. Over the past few months, I've learned that this country doesn't give a fuck, and it's me first, the innocent last. The world is so vast, but we're putting ourselves in a permanent cast. I don't breed, I plead that you won't show greed, but rather to feed. Our government only tries to mislead until we all constantly bleed, claim we've all been freed. If you don't care, then I don't want you in my life, and yes, that's no fair, but it's not my fault, you'd rather not dare. What, afraid it's gonna mess up your hair? Not like you know how to share. All you do when it matters is stare. I have a few homies, but everywhere can pretty much be home to me. I'm not a phony, and I don't mind being lonely thanks to what the world has shown me. The fuck? Okay, well, I must have written this down online and then written it down on paper after. 06/09/2017. Just because the most are a mistake doesn't mean the rest should be hated for being awake. The poison is in the cake. Talk shit and you'll get hit and end in a lake. The tyrants rule with a gun. That's why the rest are in silence. Come on, some on the run. Trust me, that's no fun. Know who to trust. If not, you'll be in a bust in jail until you rust. If you're lucky and things don't get too musty, the government isn't giving you bail. They're all hoping you fail and then get bent over a rail. Trusting can bring those rushing kings. We as a people need to rewind in order to remind the kids to use their lids. Vaccines are money makers. Ain't that funny? Not really. They're fakers, forcing us to be rakers. Meanwhile, we fight to survive against the takers. Use your brain, feel your pain, experience the rain. Don't forget to stay in your lane. Never be tame, they'll regret they came to make us lame. The tyrants hold the shame. We the people, freedom over freedom. Oh 06/28/2017. I'm a little crazy, doesn't mean I'm lazy. Who cares if life is hazy? Not like this government will stop chasing. To this day the police are lacing. Meanwhile the citizens are macing. New protocol macing. You resist and they'll beat your face. And shoot first, ask questions later, then wonder why I'm a hater. I'm a fictional enemy, so don't look at me like I'm Vader. Have a good night and see you later. I was writing that to my bro. Oh, I actually kind of remember that one a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. I just need to take another drink quick. I really hope this comes out clear enough. I guess I'll be able to check once I watch it. 06/30/2017. The name's Ratchet. Most think I'm Ratchet because I won't trade humanity for patriotism. Those kinds of people are nothing more than batshit. Don't think what I'm saying is whack shit. I've always wanted to be a medic, not just some faker from Reddit. This useless bloodshed, I'm fed up with it. Now what? We've overfed it. We need to stop this war for resources. We must resource this. Those who give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Benjamin Franklin. Next, we need to reinforce this. Rejection of personal protection is pure neglection, and ignorance is no exception. Maybe except if you weigh a ton, 'cause then you can't run. Was your life fun? Who chose to eat poison until your body accepts defeat? Feet vaccines. What a wax scene. It's time to put down the crack cream. If you want this dream team, we as a people need to kick this sick reality in the spleen. Don't forget to make it clean. Deep down we can be lethally mean. Then they poison our green. Kill them with the same way the thin blue line murders another teen. Thin blue line is the government, or the police force. Oh, there was no question mark. It's actually tonight. 07, 04, 2017. If you're fake, grab a rake and go bake some other fool a cake. I don't like fakes, especially those who believe in takes. Bitch, is that really just your pearly gates? Hating because I understand our fates. I know we'll have different mates. We met on the wrong date. Met in life way too late. Either shut up or say it. If I have to, I'll spray it. I don't give a fuck if you're not okay with it. I spit this because I'm getting rid of this. Tonight you've blown my lid. Damn, when am I done my bid? Haven't even had a kid. So what if I'm honest? You still think I'm not on this shit? Why are you always trying to outwit what I spit as if my candle isn't lit? I'm on fire and no one wants to hire because they know I can come in higher, claiming I'm a liar. Bitch, it's only a minor flat tire. Wondering when I'll tire. I need a hearse for when these bitches learn. We need to go in reverse. Quit acting like my honesty is a curse. Quit acting like my honesty is a curse. Fucking hate people like that. Like, oh my god, you're too honest. Shut the fuck up. Go fuck yourself. My past, question mark. 07, 06, 2017. My past is so vast, yet I still always seem to put myself last. Fuck, it's put me out. It's put my life in a permanent cast. You see, haven't yet broke my chastity. Thinking of moving to a faraway city. This darkness isn't lit to me. Smoking weed helps me not go on a killing spree. I'm so sick of this cage. I so desperately want to be free. How are you not tired of being treated like a flea? There are so many of us, we can make these tyrants flee. That's a great way to use my ADHD. Come on, try to think. Quit those pharmaceutical poisons and blink. Humanity is on the brink of destruction. Remember Pompeii's eruption? We're already too dumb, son. This needs to be a running gun op starting at the top. Grab their heads and chop it. See a fence, hop it. Careful, cause their temper is a real fit. Just put your foot down and say, oh shit, no bitch. I refuse to be a snitch, but karma is a bitch. Fake, question mark. 07, 06, 2017. Fake, you bitch are a fake. You're that cherry bomb on the cake. You act all merry, almost look like a fairy, but your tactics are fairly hairy. You bring a shitstorm that's just a bit too much to carry. Molly used to call me every time she'd fall for me until I fucked up and she became too tall for me. I took her and helped sneak her to my friend. It's not like it was his first tend. Twice she was on land, almost 4 years later, and now some bitches are on a bend. Trust? I wouldn't be surprised if y'all were on the other side of my bus. Drama is your lust. Without it, you're a bitch to the crust. You wanna live alone if you must. I thought you could be my dove, but I gave up on love. Deep down, you're feeble and evil. Quit thinking everyone is deceivable. You're so cute. Whatever you say is believable. Your thoughts are medieval. You chew and chew and chew until your teeth are full. Fucking sickos. Hate drama queens, man. I don't know why I just call that drama queens. Plan, question mark. 07, 2017. Joining the Russian army isn't too far from me. Do your research and stop the rehearse. Like I said, we need to go in reverse. Either way, there'll be more than one hearse. Don't treat my words like a curse. Why do people believe they're a church steeple? We live in a time of sheeple. This poor planet, all people do is rape her. The solution isn't to just tape her, so I sit here and smoke my vapor. Gotta make a plan to make a gate here. Born, maybe, question mark. 07/07/2017. I honk my horn, look at the sun, and thank God I've been born. Glad I didn't end up the size of a corn. That's gotta be some weight for my fate. I hope I'm not too late. Dang, I wish I knew the date. Hate? That's some bad bait. I see through this pain for gain bullshit. Me trying to care has put me out of my lane. I hate sugarcoating 'cause it's so plain. Plus it usually leads to being in vain. For some it ends in the main vein. Your shit doesn't even draw a single tear. Just teaches me to get my life in gear, 'cause I realized that y'all just want to live in fear. Great career. Maybe you should learn to steer. Quit looking for another deer. It wasn't just a mistake. It led to an even bigger mistake. Never should have bothered to talk to you, to walk with you, learn from you. That's how I got burned from you. So much for few. I don't see anything in you. Peace. Enjoy your lifelong lease. No more release. So like I said, peace. Posted. I got another one on my phone too. I just remembered. I didn't write it down, so I have to do that too. It's called Spanked, question mark. 07/08/2017. Hey, so if I ever join the military, I'll probably be driving a tank, kill innocent people while my government makes bank. Enjoy the choke collar, 'cause these tyrants will always yank ya. I'd be supporting the pedophiles who spank your kid. Don't relax, they'll never do a bid. They whip, we crank. That's a reason to smoke dank weed. Grab a mask and go guerrilla style at night and make these tyrants plead until there's no more blood to bleed. Meanwhile, pigs are probably on steroids and speed. The majority are only filled with greed. Fighting Assad? It's his country, so shut up and don't be sad. It's not him who is bad. If you knew what really happens, would you still think life is rad? Meanwhile, these sheep are ready for their next grad. Are getting ready for their next grad. They learned lies, burned them into you. Now you are on the crew who will spew your guts. If you try to stop them, they'll claim you're nuts. Turn off the TV and read before your eyes bleed. Be serious, we haven't been freed. (07/08/2017). I can't fathom how so many can think it's random that tyrants just want us to hand them over. Meanwhile, they treat you like a thug from Dover. In their eyes, we are the bug and they are the boot. At least we should make them use both boots, 'cause we need to burn these criminals at the roots. I know the perfect fruit. It's called a cherry mixed with TNT. Wouldn't that be hairy? Show tyranny that us citizens can be scary and Canadians aren't always merry. Tyranny doesn't scare me, trust me. If I could carry, I'd bury a bullet above their chest, above their vest. Yeah, I know that'd bring the nest. The people need to know that freedom is best. Being treated like a pest is free doom. That's like allowing evil to be your groom. Why do you need protection in your tomb? Smoke reefer, trust me, you'll realize why you need her. Realize, realize, real lies. Real eyes, realize, real lies. Tupac said that. 07/09/2017. I'm just going to take a quick sip here. I hope my mic's on. Yeah, it is on. Alright. So 07/09/2017. There are male and female bitches. Snitches aren't gender-based. It's not like only cokeheads are male. Sometimes I think my life is frail. Also, I don't really like getting mail. Never tried kale. 5,000 was my first bail. No, 500,000 was my first bail. No way was I gonna sail. Yes, I got the nail. What I did was a fail. What I did was worse than hail. The smoke was so thick it'd make you choke. I used it to escape abusive foster care because it was too much to bear. But this one really made me broke, no joke. I later got sued for $400,000. Dang, I know it was more than rude, but I was a child. Yes, I was well over wild. Maybe if social services would listen, I wouldn't have been pissing. Go ahead, start hissing. Why? But don't blame me if you end up missing. Ending tyranny is my mission. Children are fish, and these government scum are just fishing. This just in, Canada's biggest secret is pedophilia. Peed, didn't ya? Peed, didn't ya? This should be a national read. Yeah, it should be a national read. Canada's biggest crime organization in the world for Canada is pedophilia. It's a disgrace in our country. The Queen was, I'm not sure if this is like a real thing, but the Queen was, not arrested, she actually left Canada. She's not allowed to come back because of a court case where she was charged with like 500 counts of pedophilia, and it had to do with other child-related crimes, and she fucking lost because she didn't show up to court, so obviously she's suddenly guilty. And there's a few other people, like the Pope and them, they didn't show up either, because they knew they would have all been busted. They're all fucking guilty as shit. Terrorists, man, scumbags. But okay, 07, 09, 2017. Stick to real clues, choose the right glue. Yep, all my friends flew, so much for a crew, only drama is what spew. May have found a new friend, so we're still at 2. Just 'cause I'm from Canada doesn't mean I can't handle ya. I'm no longer in shock that you fakes flock on this rock, each ready to take the next cock, thinking your protectors carry a Glock. Have y'all forgotten how to talk or knock, or are you just here to mock? Exactly. Are you here to just fucking talk shit, or just mock us? Or are you actually here to fucking do something? I think I have 1, 2, 3. 3 left, and then one on my phone, and I'm done. It's a pretty decent video, I guess. So 07, 10, 2017. Now remember, that's month, day, year. Okay. It's not my fault y'all have the bottom line twisted. Not like anyone decided it should be revisited. It's a dirty drug. No one ever knows what is listed. Death, yeah, we could have kissed it, but we missed it. That's the gist of it. That's not a reason to cut your wrist or even make a fist. I'm shady 'cause I'm watching the Constitution fade with me. If there's a revolution, y'all better not wait for me. We are already in war for freedom. We are surrounded by free doom. Let the sun go down so we don't stand in its gloom. This is a guerrilla war. We need to secretly send these blind soldiers to their tomb. This planet has Satan as the groom. These tyrants claim it's treasonous, but it's not treason to us. This corruption is a good reason for us. It's up to us to end this lease and destroy its son. I hope one day we make corruption run and tyranny fear from you and me. This one's called Resources, ? 07, 11, 2017. I know how I've been acting. I've tried contacting, but what's available is more contracting. Everything we do, the government is tracking. Freedom is what we are lacking. ACERT is who most are backing. NSA codes are what we should be cracking. We as a people must take up arms to stop this fracking. Hemp plastic is stronger than steel. Ain't that fantastic? No thrills of oil spills. Petroleum kills. Hemp fuel versus petroleum is an easy duel, but we are ruled by a fool. Money makes them drool. Killing innocent people for resources isn't cool. That's a terrorist tool. ISIS was created by those who created typhus. Since Rome, these tyrants have claimed it was righteous, and police wonder why I have no trust. We don't have the same lust. Don't forget that after a while I see straight through that fake crust. Trading humanity for patriotism isn't a must, and y'all can sit on that answer until the world rust. Mice? Question mark. 07/13/2017. When I smoke nice. Helps me 'cause I know my life is in a vice, and I might have a chance when I roll my dice. Hopefully I'll never have to use my ice. I know the government treats us like mice. They really know how to entice. They're no different to welcomed lice. You'll be famous if you become a robot, so you can be rebooted. That way whatever you say is refuted. You'll look deluded once you've been labeled a liar. No matter what, your career is always on fire. You're not likely to be on higher. Why not just be in dire need, learning to breed and teaching others this murderous greed, helping those in need, making sure everyone gets to feed. Everyone should be allowed to smoke or ingest weed. We don't need one to lead. Why is it always the innocent that bleed? Indeed, at least 80% are sheep, and that's deep. Us 20% need to make a great leap. The bodies will heap either way. It just depends on how deep the blood runs through the streets. Freedom needs to be the one who beats tyranny until the elite are 100% defeat, and it doesn't matter, are in 100% defeat, and it doesn't matter if we as a people are discreet. Bleat, bleat, says the piece of meat. It doesn't matter if you're ready. It's time for the grill or working the landfill with your hands, even though these are our lands. Get ready to join specific bands. That's all for the book right now, but I still have one in my phone. It's easier to read off the book than it is my phone, even with the volume up. Or not the volume, the brightness up. Just gonna click on it here. Okay. Date 07/15/2017. I have a short fuse and I'm literally sick of fake fools starting another ruse. My heart has been abused and yet fools just keep coming in twos, and I'm not looking to lose. Bitch, go on your cruise. I always wear my true colors, which just so happens to be bright. Hey, it's not my fault. All you do is fight for doom. You got back with your groom because you didn't want to be with me. LOL, enjoy your tomb. I see why people like me choose the shroom. I'd rather dance with a broom. Now that I know who you really are, I don't even want to be in the same room alone. You'll make up some bullshit about how all I wanted is to bone. Spreading rumors on your phone, bitch, you better watch your tone before I decide to catch you alone. You think I'm a loony, I think I'm a goonie, but I'd barf if you mooned me. To me, ho, you ain't worth a toonie. If there's a revolution, I wouldn't be surprised if you were to shoot me dead. Dirt is my bed, and like everyone else, I bleed red. Unlike you, I'd die before I became a fed. I don't believe in rape. You're a disgrace to the human race for thinking I'd do that or make a tape of it. Go on, slave, put on your superhero cape. People like me will punch you in the face. Trust me, there's no lace in your drink. I don't want your pink or his dink. I'm not a weak link, so learn to think before you have to... Oh. I'm not a weak link, so learn to think before you have to blink out the blood. It's gonna make you stink. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. Just that thought gives me a hole. There's no point looking for the mole. Starting shit is not my goal. Honesty shouldn't be treated like an empty bowl. Take another drink. I have some of my other books too, but yeah, actually I got my book right in front of me right here, so I'll just pull some pages aside and I'll just start reading from here too. May as well. I'll read as many as I can until the video's over. This one's called My Mom. This one's about my mom. Date unknown. My mom was a drunk. I grew up to be little more than a punk. Now it's my turn to get crunk. I used to threaten to put people in my trunk. I listened to funk. Not anymore. I loved my mom. Sure, she wasn't around much, how I longed for her touch. I cry thug life while I chug a bottle the size of a pug. Trying each new drug like it's a piece of pie, always wishing to die. Now life goes by in a blur. I'm always thinking of her. I've got a family now. When I die, I want to bow, knowing I did my best from pest to vest. I've got a family now. I give my life a throw as I fly like a crow. There's no gain without any pain. Into the cow I'll go, and all I want is for people to remember my name and say, I wish Cody was here. As I peer from the cloud, this world is loud. I'm not proud, but this is where I bowed. There's a lot of paper, like just paper here. Family Teaching Center? Fuck is that all about? Oh, here's a little small one. Date unknown. Time unknown. I'm pretty sure I was just fucking around here. I've got power. I'm a tower. I try not to make you cower. Here, take this pretty flower. Oops, there's a bomb in it. I'ma take you to your tomb. I've been your killer since you were in your mother's womb. I wear fruit of the loom. I got a new Glock. It's the one to hit the flock. I bang each bitch like I got 2 cocks. I can stand at 2 blocks and cap you. Your bitch ass is too fat to run around the corner, so now a family has got to mourn ya. I may be a wacko, but at least I ain't a crack hoe. This is all, the rest of this paper, by the looks of it, it's all the Bill of Rights and stuff I've written down. R.B. Oakes, stuff like that. Citizen 4, I wrote a lot of stuff down from Citizen 4. That's with Snowden. I know I have a writing in here amongst this stuff. It's just finding it. Here's a saying that the government will use a lot. Whereas information in respect of activities that undermine the security of Canada is to be shared in a manner that is consistent with the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms and the protection of privacy. The government says that a lot, but they forget that bottom part. They just share all the information they feel like it. Hemp to run the world. That is not a rhyme. Oh, here's something. I actually wrote this. Okay, well here's one for you. The cross I bear is too big for the average person to bear. What? Oh, the cross I bear is too big for the average person to care. My silence is the sheep's fare. Meanwhile, they sit comfortably in Satan's lair. Everyone's always telling me to run for mayor. Why? So I can run for a daycare. But let's be serious here. I'm not a rich bitch with a nasty itch to cheat the people like a snitch, taking orders from some terrorist named Mitch so that I look like a witch. In Canada, if you're not rich or don't have criminal contacts, then you ain't running this country based on terror. That's a fact. Oh, yo. Part 3? Part 3? What the fuck's part 2 and 1? I'm actually gonna look for part 2 and 1 right now. If I can. I have plenty of time by the looks of it. If I can get 1 and 2... holy shit, are they even in the same book? Canada's secret society is child pornography. God, this life feels long to me. No one belongs to me because no one longs for me. Only a few hit bongs with me. Here's why. I'm wishful for a silenced pistol. That's it. That's all I wrote on one page. Oh yeah, the children come first. Abandon the UN. I wrote that down too. Here's one. Date unknown. Time unknown. I pay all the rent, so get bent. I pay for energy, internet, and food. If yet I can't ask you to pitch, acting like I'm a bitch, how rude. Claiming I lied when I found out you were just refusing, trying to hold off on putting on the same two shoes again. I fronted to you thinking I could trust you. Well, boo-hoo, now I look like the foo. Oh, we need food is all the note says. You claim you need to get your savings in gear, buying coffee, sugar, and milk while eating out almost every night. Relax, I don't bite. I'll just leave you to fight for your own light. Less than a week later, I turn around to see a dog. Next day, y'all go out to get her some new accessories. What happened to saving? Call me a liar while you sit there waving. Not once were you without a second income. I live without breathing. I live without breathing room. EI is unreliable, and that's undeniable. Can't get a place with an income that's so easily deniable. Together, y'all make more than me. Last I checked, you're stuck with me. Three quarters of my check goes to bills. It doesn't help that I'm the only one climbing the hills. I remember when that was. That was back when I lived out in Cochrane. I had two people living under my roof, but they were my guests, and I acted like I was their bitch, pretty much. This is another job thing. Oh. I have one here. Two? I have two here. One of them, or neither of them have a name. I wrote one of these while I was actually still friends with this person, so sort of unbiased. 06/02/2017. Megan, quite the opposite to Reagan. Put her in a wagon and watch her soul bring the flag down. Her life may be full of holes, but damn, she's got some beautiful goals, always uprooting the bad moles. Life isn't fair, but she doesn't care. She still knows her heart is what she'll wear. She saves kids while most make fake bids, always increasing everyone else's temper lids. No matter what, she's always trying to get there. Her baits are her traits. Her love clearly comes from above. She wears a small glove. Her stance makes me dance, always showing us that we should give life a chance. Her wildness is kindness, or her wildness is kindness. She's a nurse who makes it so less for people to end up in a hearse. Sometimes it's a curse sending her in reverse, but in the end she doesn't rehearse because she knows what's worse. I've written my happy side about her, and I've also written my mad side about her. 06/03/2017. With my crew, I know I can brew, and that means staying true, like my eye blue, like my eye, blue. I like Megan's hairdo, especially the color it can spew. Kinda glad people like you are so few. I like seeing the new too. She likes the red gummy bears, not sure about eating pears in bed. Can't stand the lead. As long as it ain't in the hands of a Fed, that's when you'll find that one of bled. That's when you'll find that one of bled. I wonder what the fuck I was trying to say. I don't mean to impede, but if someone makes you hurt, I'll write about making them bleed. Drug them with speed and show them my dark creed. I know you'll say that there's no need, but even the pigs need to feed. Drinking lemon water, meanwhile the weather seems to get hotter. Yeah, I sure taught her. I'm the one who caught her. Now I'm glad I didn't rot with her. Glad I never bought her. But now I'm ready for the slaughter. Okay, whatever. I can't find part 3, so I'm gonna... not part 3, I can't find part 1 and 2. I'm not sure where they are. They're probably like in the front of the book or something. I'll just read part 1. I'll let you know it's part 1, and then part 2, and then part 3. Well, I have part 3 in front of me, so... with part 3... if I find part 1 or part 2 next, it'll be that one, and then, like, yeah, you can just I don't know. It's not really like they make sense if they're out of order. They're just all together. So Canada versus the people, part 3. Yo man, so listen to this shit. The first to make the claim is the one who will place the blame for a little bit of fame. In this fucked up game, the corrupt courts are a damn shame, violating rights, how lame. The parent without the child is a deadbeat and should just bend over and accept defeat. And if you don't be discreet, then they'll make you deplete. If we don't stand for freedom, then we accept free doom. Come on, single file, straight to your tomb, without a chance to bloom. Oppression has always been Canada's recession, but that's a different lesson. If you want a fact, you need to research and stop the sheeple rehearse. Because of tyranny, Canada must go in reverse. The banks are the Bilderberg's financial tanks, sending the innocent to jail, then wonder why we make shanks. Bitch, we're coming, no pranks. This country sank, and that's the reason. We as a people must yank. Take the wheel, it's time for a massive repeal. Don't get me wrong, 'cause what I spit is real. I see why that was part 3. This seems like an end. Let's check it out over here. See if we can't find ourselves some more. I don't know what that is. Bunch of numbers and letters with points. Discrete pace, part 2. I think I may have found part 2. To be discreet is not to accept defeat, but to forget history is to let it repeat. The people would re-meet regret, I bet. I seriously wish my mind wasn't so small and short. Can't change the past, but we can make the future. My future starts with a yacht, then some nice soothing music based on reality, because my mind can't fathom pretend it's like reality, and pretend annoys me. Why must this be said? Because it's right here staring at me until I say it. Okay, well that's obviously not a fucking... Until I say it. It's not an actual... Discrete part, pace part 1. I have 2 different things going? Why would I have 2 different things going? This is why I don't have 2 different things going, because I didn't even know I had 2 different things going. Discrete pace part 1. Date unknown. I never try to set the pace. I'm sorry I gotta be drunk to stare into your face. I was told to give chase without you is to live without the base. I hurt you. Please stop saying sorry to me. I made a decree to never love again. But seeing you, the beautiful dove from above, my walls are broken. Good job. There's a free token. I just want to lock in with you. You are so few. Every time we chill, I feel the love pill. And I'm addicted. Sorry, that sounds wicked. I should have stayed free because you are so precious to me. I was chasing ghosts. No, I'm not here to boast. I deserve to roast. I know my place. You're like a fragile vase. The mind is a maze. No more drinking. That way I'll never phase. Here's another one. Date unknown. Time unknown. That blonde hair is too much to bear. Not like most guys would care. The beautifulness of your eyes most will despise. Now you need to realize that it's your time to rise. Don't listen to all the lies. You're the rest of me, always showing the best in me. I feel God is testing me. I want you to be the one to be resting with me. Real eyes, realize, realize. Tupac. Anyone who stares at their tech will one day be a wreck, like a blind person building a deck. She doesn't ride a bike, she does hike. Thank God she's not a dyke. People are always trying to compare. I just think of bear, then realize that life isn't fair, so why should I care? Knowing reality is what it means to be a man to me. Gotta save humanity before we are defeated by vanity. Prisons like a can to me. Sometimes shit's too much to bear. I bottle it up because that's what I'm used to. I've only got 2 friends. I only keep those who choose to keep me. They need good traits and a similar personality. We are a team, or we better have similar dreams. Yeah, I was writing that, and then, I don't know, I realized who I was around, and I just stopped, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Alright. This one, I think the first part, which is paragraph 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, the first 3 paragraphs, really small. Really small. There's 6 on the page, and there's 3 here. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the other page. The first 3 paragraphs are not mine. I took them, but then I added to them. A lot of them. Added to, a lot of it. Not, a lot of my ratings, but this one rating, I wrote a lot to it. Date, unknown. Time, unknown. What should you do if you had some fake niggas pretend to befriend you, pretend their motives are to trust you, grow to love you, do the things buds do, but in the end they only plan to fuck you? What the fuck does luck do when the people who trust you don't come through and some men bust through and rush you? Turn around before they crush you. Ignorance is a choice, yet we choose to be a voice. There's really no choice for people like us. All we ask for is freedom, and the government just keeps force-feeding us free doom. The people are so stupid they can be convinced that the government cares, not realizing that what trust bears. Not realizing what the trust bears, or the holes in tears. Don't be a child. Be mad and go wild. Tears. Or the holds it tears. Don't be a child. Be mad and go wild. You know I love the heat. Don't like to be beat. But when I'm able to accept defeat, I don't cheat. I choose to carry the fleet. Be the first piece of meat to hand over his treat. I'm skinny and bony, but at least I'm not phony. Got this fake guy always trying to phone me. Says he's my homie. Really, he's lonely. Now we all have to be bold. Fight back the tyranny like the Federal Reserve stealing all the gold. Forget what you've been told. It's your job to set the new world mold. Ceasus is here to seize us, teach us to defeat us, just to say they're here to meet us, kill anyone who makes a fuss. Assert ain't a flirt, they're here to hurt, treating our rights like mites, starting all the fights, corruption ignites, my core's eruption, I want freedom, not free doom. Columbus, golden spices. Alright, I got one here. We're up to 48 minutes, by the looks of it. Date, unknown. Time, unknown. They're nice like lice. Anyone who cares strictly for fame is a damn shame. Sure, it might sound lame, but know that I'm untamable. I strongly believe I'm able to cause. Like Arthur, I have a round table. One day I'll have my own cable, and everyone is gonna know that I'm not a fable. The shit I rap about is fatal, so keep rocking that cradle. This fucking recession, thanks to forced taxes, is going to lead to a depression. Like Hitler, Canada supports filtration camps. Like cattle, they herded up the ramps. They think they're champs. What the fuck? They think they're champs for be able to obey. What the fuck was I thinking? God, sometimes I question myself a lot. Like, okay, no way, we the people is the only way to make this corruption pay. Millions will die The millions die while only the smart know why. Let the stupid cry, dressed like a whore, get treated like a whore. I speak the truth straight from the core. When I die, I'll probably become a myth, hence the reason to roll up a spliff and take a leap of faith off the world's cliff. Doesn't actually mean killing myself, just so you know. Just smoking weed. Oh, I found one. Okay, I don't know if this is going to be the last one, but this one right here, this is about Sheena. Sheena birthday, and she's a fucking little shit, too. It was a little shit back in the day when I wrote this. Time, unknown. Date, unknown. Some of these words I don't actually mean. Going to court because she's too stupid to abort, acting like she's a cohort, ain't even covert, all she can do is cohort. Bitch doesn't even know to divert, like I said, only knows how to dive into hurt. But to her it's a flirt. If you ask me to explain, then shut the fuck up and don't complain. True justice is what claims the plain. It's no wonder the intelligent go insane like corruption brings some kind of gain regardless of the pain. And that's a reason I wouldn't hesitate to set the bait and blow a hole in a window pane, making Bilderberg a widow man. Why? Because silence is the same as violence, and I'm tired of these tyrants, hence the tiring rants. As the government gives out grants out of the people's pockets, uses it to build rockets, taking off children's arm sockets. Now it's time for the people to pick up arms and cock it. Soon they'll be at the dock, and it'll be time to let the government rock, because they're just a bully jock. And there isn't much time left on the clock. Show the people who to mock, and don't forget to get a lock. Like a lock for your car or something, because we're coming. I'm gonna kick in your fucking door and rob you blind. Murder you. Murder! Counterintelligence, Department of State, CIA funded outlets, 1950s, 1970s. President John F. Kennedy rejected the plans. Fucking March 13, 1962. Continue. Bilderberg.org. Bunch of YouTube videos. Ha! Here's one for you. I think this is a wrap. I think it's our writings, I guess. What do you do when your own brother fucks you, claims he can trust you, then breaks it and tries to rush through, treats you like a lying bloke, meanwhile he claims he's broke, like bitch, I've already awoke, I live broke, and what did you do when I asked you to help? You bitched and whined and demanded I be obligated to pay for everything. You were the one to decide that you nor your girl would be pitching on anything, yet you use my internet, eat my food, use aka waste my energy. Let's do some math here. I pay all my own bills. Most of the time I end up with less than $200 for myself. You make $1,600 plus. Here, I turned out it's actually like $1,800 plus. Together, yet blow it on yourselves. Go ahead and act stupid. You've been acting stupid since you moved back in with me. I've been living check by check my whole life. I'm a realist. No time for Wonderland. Use and abuse is your motto. I won't attack you. I'll just walk out on you. Deal with it. Treat someone like garbage for long enough and you lose them. Fact. Then what are you gonna do? Probably just give this place up as well. And sure enough, they did. Oh, here's one. This is from 06/04/2017. And that's month, day, year. This is about something stupid, pretty much. When you ask someone if if your shorts are short shorts and they respond with, they look like jeans cut into shorts, clearly they don't understand what it means. Try thinking like the rest of the fiends. If they show your butt, they're slut shorts. Now, I don't mean to cut or force you into a rut, but that's what I feel, and that's what I feel in my gut. What? It's a reef? It's a reef of my belief. I don't mean to cause grief. I hope you understand that this is a form of relief. My life is locked and most will be rocked because my guns are pre-cocked. My mind is a prison. But you've helped my soul to be re-risen. Your kindness makes my mind mindless. It's so hard to rewind this, hence why I'm always trying to grind this. I smoke weed. It reminds me that we all bleed, we all feed, and sometimes I speed. It removes the greed, like stomping a centipede. Sometimes I think before I blink, I'm like a driving chink. I don't start a stink. They're pretty good on the rink. They're part of the human link. So don't think I'm on some brink. So maybe it's time to turn off the TV so we as a people don't have to bleed. What? So we don't have to bleed? Don't have to bleed. Yeah, okay. Wonder what that one's about. That ending piece there. And then back to my mom's thing, yeah, so part 2 and 1 of Canada vs. the People are unknown? Unknown, I guess that's what that is? Do I have another one here? I think I might have another book here. So let me flip through. We got a couple minutes here. See if there's anything in it at all. At all. Bunch of things from, what is this again? Spud.ca. Bunch of things here. Trying to look a little quickly here because we only got 3 minutes. Statistics Canada. How they're stupid. RV Oaks, RV Plant, RV Edwards. Oh, there's something here. What is this? What the fuck? That's it. I guess I was thinking about building a shed for pot smoking with the tarp and all that other shit on it. My bro's here, so I'll probably end this real soon anyways. It doesn't look like I have another video. Or not another video, it doesn't look like I have another one. Yeah, whatever. I guess that means I'm up to date. Does that mean I'm up to date? I'm fully up to date, I guess. Whole video right here on this one page. Probably so boring for you guys. I'm sorry. Fuck's all this shit. I would have 2, 3 summer times. Anyways, have a good day. Enjoy your day. Peace.